Okay, half marathon, we're in Charam, let's go. Have a good one.
Good luck, mate. Cheers.
Okay, kilometre 1 in 3:50, and if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm recording every kilometre of the run and let you know how it feels at each stage. And this one, always first kilometre, I go too hard and then I wonder why I went too hard for the next 5 kilometres, but I feel all right today. And if you can just see here, we got Mikey and John just next to me, so feeling all right so far. Let's see how the journey goes. Kilometre 2, 3:52. I'm just trying to settle into a rhythm, make sure I'm on top of my heart rate, which is middle zone 3 right now. It's kind of where I would expect for a half marathon. It's probably going to have spiked having talked to you, but right now I'm comfortable. You probably can't see, but that is John up the road. I've let him go because my heart rate is too high for where I want to be right now. 3:53 for kilometre 3. I feel okay, but it's always kilometre 15 onwards you've got to worry about, and that's in my head. So physically I'm all right, just need the heart rate to come down a pinch. .358 kilometre 4, and although I dialed it back, my heart rate is not coming down, which is probably just an indication of how little run training I've had in the last 5 weeks. So I need to dial it back a little bit more, I think, to have a half enjoyable experience. But 4 kilometres, fourth one, 3:58. All right, that was 5k in 19:33. At 3:58, but it's becoming painfully obvious that I have not got it in my legs today, so I'm just going to try and hold a decent pace, maybe 4-minute kilometres, and get myself to the end so you could watch the destruction of man, or I could have a better race than I think, but right now it feels very hard. Kilometre 6 was a 4:02, so I'm not even really sure if I dialed that back on purpose or that's what my body's restricting me to right now. But either way, yeah, this is harder than I expected, but I should have known. It's a half marathon, isn't it? I've had to do a twofer because the wheels are falling off early. 4:06, kilometre 7, kilometre 8, 4:10. I am just, yeah, I've got this wrong. I was hoping that cross-training, swimming and biking would keep my engine up, but there's just nothing in the legs. So it's going to be a real grind, this one. Real horrible run. Oh well, I've done worse. .409, kilometre 9. Not feeling fine. Lead woman, go, lead woman. So I went through 10 kilometres in 40 minutes, 11 seconds. It was a 4:09 again. I'm hoping I've stabilised, but honestly, yeah, I've got this very wrong. My body's just not up to it. Woo. But I've just seen Mary, she was in first place. So that's a good start. That's a little confidence boost. Seem to be holding the pace now. Kilometre 11, 4:07, kilometre 12, 4:05. Just gone to the gels, first one after about 45 minutes, which is always my plan. So hoping it'll kick in within the next 5 to 10 minutes. That's the aim. Feel a little bit better just because I'm maintaining.
9k to go. Feels better that I'm over halfway. Struggling mentally today, but on the turn back now, it's good. So Ben's in second, John's in the lead. I'm holding the lead, but that's just weird. I'm just gonna focus on it. I can't talk much. Not all races are easy. No races are easy, but some are harder than others. This is in that category.
This was a terrible idea. The worst. Kilometre 13, 409, 14, 412. But I had to stop at the aid station because there was people in the way. And then I got a bug in my eye. John's just up the road, so he's in sight, but I don't really have anything to catch him. I'm just maintaining right now. Oh, I hope. Kilometre 15 was 412. Kilometre 16 was 413, which is a 106 for the hour, 106 for the 10 miler. This is the death zone, I call it. So it's really about telling your mind you're stronger than your body, because right now everything hurts. Just joining the marathons. Come up, 2.5k. It is horrible. Nearly done. 406, kilometres 17 and 18. I can barely talk. Just says Mayor, gritting it out in first place. Oh my God. This is the worst. That's hard to process. I can't even remember. Let's think. Kilometre 19 was 406, 18 406, 20 357 or 21. Like, I don't remember. I'm going to have to look. You can see on Strava. It's all there on Strava, all of the splits, so you'll be able to actually see, because right now my brain is mash. All I know is I came second overall, or in my age category. John, I nearly caught John, and then he pulled away at the end, couldn't get him. That was way more brutal than I anticipated. But here's everyone. Here's the Wang Chan clan doing road. Look at that, the whole Wang Chan clan except for Tom. We'll send our best to Tom.
We love a flat road.
Love a flat road. I don't love the humidity though. So the dust is settling now, and we're waiting to go up on stage to go and get our awards. But as always, there are so many trophies to get through. We don't know how long it's going to be, but my legs are seizing up. These guys' legs are seizing up. I feel like I've got a hip injury. Like I didn't feel any pain when I was running. As soon as I've stopped across the line, my hip has seized up. So we'll see how that pans out. But overall, jokers. Overall, we got to be pretty happy. We're all going up to collect some silverware. Welcome to a segment that I know you've missed called Balcony Chat. It's back.
That was an early morning one.
That was an early morning one. It's really early in the morning. We're doing it so that I can get it into the video. Lots of people have said, if you're new to the channel, by the way, used to be a segment in lockdown where we sat in the car called Car Chat, where we just talked through what had just happened, race or training, and people want it back. So here you go. It's our Thailand version. So your race, Mary, how did it go?
You didn't film very much.
about my race?
We're talking about both races because it's the one video for both races.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Well, yes.
Breaking news. Well, I can't say I enjoyed it.
Me
It
neither.
was really hard, and it felt like it shouldn't have felt that hard because it had rained and we thought it was a bit cooler and it was a pretty flat course, but it just felt like a struggle pretty much from kind of quite early on, maybe 5k in.
Yeah.
I got really bad blisters, but I'm really pleased that I battled through it. And actually, when I look back on my result, although the time was slower than what I was aiming for, I'm really chuffed with it.
Yeah, I think you did really well. I mean, you broke the tape. We said that last night. How many people genuinely get to break the tape as a winner of a race? And I think that's quite a big thing in itself.
Yeah.
Which you need to appreciate, I think.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're quite hard on yourself, and actually that is in itself. I've never broken the tape as a winner of a race. I've won races, but there's either never been tape there or a 5k has come in before. Or, you know, I know it sounds a little silly thing, but that's quite a big thing for Mary. The other thing I was going to say is that, like, that heat is no joke because we stood at the start line and it felt cooler that morning for the race. But the moment you got started, it was, what did us was the, what's it called? Well, I've forgotten the word.
Humidity.
Yeah, why did I forget that word?
I don't know.
I wanted to say the
Think about it
hydration.
every day.
Yeah, the humidity absolutely saps you. There's just no way of cooling down.
Humidity.
Humidity. The humidity. But there's just no way of cooling down, was there? So as cool as it did feel at the start, you couldn't cool down, and it soon ramped up. And my race wasn't much better. So I went out pretty hard, thinking, okay, I might be able to hold this. John pulled away a little bit, and you could probably, I mean, you can see in the video that he was always just ahead of me, but what you didn't see in the video is, because I was just in too much pain to film by the end, is that he started coming back to me, and by the last couple of kilometres I literally was running just behind him, and he could hear my shoes, and so he sped up. He said, like, I could hear your shoes, that's what gave you away, and he sped up that little bit. He had a little burst for the extra kilometre that I just didn't have in my legs because I haven't run for 5 weeks. I've been injured. So
considering that, you did really well as well.
Yeah, ultimately, my takeaway from that is I'm really happy that I didn't completely fall apart, and I'm really happy that the injury didn't flare up, and I'm really happy that the cross training has meant that I can come back into running relatively similarly to where I was. Yeah, relatively fit. I haven't lost a lot of fitness because I've been swimming and cycling a lot. So yeah, and I'm really happy with that. Like, I didn't feel happy while I was doing it.
Yeah.
It wasn't a race that I will do again, I don't think, because it was running along a soulless highway.
Yeah, in the dark, there's nothing even to see or appreciate. It's just you're on the side.
Mate, can I
of
ask
the
you a
highway.
question? Do you prefer trail running? For the views.
I think I'm looking for a marathon, half marathon that's on a scenic flat road.
Negotiated your way out of that answer. But trail running is more beautiful in terms of the views, isn't it?
Yeah, actually I'm really excited because our next race is a trail run.
Quick things. Merchandise is out now, so take a look at it. We'd love it if you wanted to order some of the stuff, be part of the Meshap community in a visual way and represent us while you're out and about, training and racing. We're really happy
They're
with what
really
we
good
do.
because loads of people have got PBs in this Messy Happy Vest.
Yes, guaranteed a PB.
No, not guaranteed, but people have.
2 videos to share. One is my ultimate beginner to marathon training plan, where you can jump on at any level that you are and go to any level that you want to get. And the other one is when Mary trained like Philly Bowden a couple of weeks ago, an elite runner, which was a really good video. So they're there for you to watch. Hope you enjoy. Coming up this week, some exciting videos, lots of exciting stuff in the Meshap community. Find us on Strava, Instagram, everything. Bye, bye, bye. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.